Hello, everyone, and welcome to ABC All About Canada, a public service program that informs, educates, and inspires our kababayans with important concerns in the Philippine-Canadian community. My name is Rovic. I am your host. And today, the topic is the 9 benefits of hiring or partnering with an RCIC or a regulated Canadian immigration consultant in your Canada immigration applications. And with us is a Philippine lawyer and also a regulated Canadian immigration consultant, or in other words, a licensed immigration consultant. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Attorney Yolanda BALAUAG.
Hello everyone. Hello Rovic. Good morning kakailian dito Cordillera, and of course everyone here in Canada na kababayan, lalong-lalo dyan po sa BC here in Alberta. Good afternoon sa atin na nandito sa Canada. It would be almost morning sa mga kababayan natin sa Pilipinas.
Yes, that's right. So taga Cordillera ka pala.
Yes,
Ilocana, Ilocana.
Yes, Rovic, yes.
Ilocana, oo. So, siguro gustong malaman ng mga kababayan natin, Yoli, paano ka ba naging ba't mo nagustuhan yung pathway or yung pagiging isang regulated Canadian immigration consultant?
Okay, so Rovic, I came here to Canada as federal skilled worker nung hindi pa uso ang express entry. So I came to Canada and I work as a health worker sa hospital because I'm also a pharmacist in the Philippines. So I worked there for about 7 years, and I think yung talagang passion ko na is dealing with laws, policies, and I saw that this is one thing that I can do, I am comfortable doing with. So I went back to school, nag-aral ako Rovic, and now here we are doing this immigration consultancy. Sorry, nabubulol tayo.
So mga kababayan, tama po si Yoli dahil ang pag-aaral ng regulated Canadian immigration consultant or to be an RCIC, maraming cases din, law cases na pinag-aaralan. And the basis of the RCIC itself ay batas, tama? Yung ano bang batas itong mga ano na to, yung section 90s. Very familiar kasi ako dito sa sa pagdating sa mga refugees, itong 96, section 96, section 97 ng immigration law. Anyway, so mga kababayan, papasok na po tayo sa ating topic. Balik na tayo sa ating topic, the 9 benefits of hiring or partnering with an RCIC in your Canada immigration applications. Pero bago yan, ano ba ang importance kasi nito na bakit maganda, Yoli, na sila ay pumartner kesa mag-rely sa kung saan saang mga agent, ganyan, na marami sa Pilipinas nagsasabi sila ay agent?
Yes, Rovic. So basically, I can answer that in one question. Bakit tayo makipag-partner sa regulated Canadian Immigration Consultant or RCIC or licensed immigration consultant sa pag-i-immigrate natin sa Canada? And even, of course, those people who are already here, right? So I can answer that in a few letters, Rovic, and I can say, because it's just the right thing to do.
Tama.
It's just the right thing to do.
At yan nga, yung benefits niyan ay ito na nga, i-enumerate na natin.
Yes, so I would like to start answering that question by citing this scenario.
Okay.
One person, a sick person, may sakit ang tao. Where does that sick person go? He goes to a doctor, right? He doesn't go to an engineer or a pilot.
Tama.
Why does he go to the doctor? Because ang doktor nag-aral. Pinag-aralan niya ang mga sakit, ang mga sintomas, and the treatment. That's why a patient goes to a doctor and not to an engineer. ikaw ay nangangailangan ng immigration services. You want to immigrate to Canada, or you want to go further in your aim to become a citizen in Canada. You are here as a worker or you are here as a student. What you want to move forward with the ultimate game, of course, of becoming a PR or becoming a citizen in Canada. Kanino ka pupunta, Rovic, ngayon? Are you going also to an engineer? No, right? You are going to an immigration consultant or an immigration lawyer. Bakit nga ba? Because, number one, dito na tayo. So RCICs have the knowledge or the expertise of the Canadian visa system.
Okay,
Why
so
we claim this?
ito na ang first benefit ng
Yes.
partnering with an RCIC. Okay, all right.
Yes. So, bakit natin claim that we have the knowledge? Because we went to school, right? We went to school. We have the experience to do the process. So with that, we are able to guide you through the process of immigration. At the bottom line is no amount of personal research will make you good in immigration. You have to go to school and learn. That's precisely why we are regulated, because required sa atin ang mag-aral. And of course, we are bound by our professional code of conduct to keep ourselves abreast of any change in Canadian immigration policy. We are updated, so we are able to give the appropriate service to our clients.
All right, okay. Alam mo, tama ka dyan, Yoli, no? Itong desisyon na umalis ng Pilipinas at mag-migrate dito sa Canada, one of the biggest decisions of their lives.
Exactly.
Aside from yourself, madalas kasama ang buong pamilya. Life-changing, tama? So yes. It's better that you rely or you partner, you hire a regulated Canadian immigration consultant.
Yes, Sir Rovic. And just to zero in really why? If I may, can I just cite a few of the actual cases that we have encountered here? First of all, so we have somebody who is interested, a teacher in the Philippines. She wants to come here and be a teacher in BC. So the auntie who is here asks a certain individual, what's the process? And of course, that individual is not an RCIC. So they went through the process of doing an ECA, or the Education Credential Assessment. And then she sent her credentials to one of the schools in BC more than a year ago. Now she's calling me and say, anong nangyayari sa application ko? And I said, what did you apply for anyways? So she doesn't even know what she was applying for, because it was a relative who, so she wasted more than a year of her time because she wasn't properly assisted. Another actual case, letter of acceptance. Somebody who is charging $500 for LOA. Okay, so they were able to secure an LOA. Now it was used to apply for a study permit. Now it's time for the student to come here to Canada. Of course, they went through immigration when they landed in Canada, na-interview sila. They are not even aware kung, they cannot even answer kung bakit ka nandito sa Canada at bakit itong kurso na to ang gusto mong kunin sa Canada. Because they were not properly assisted. Whoever did the LOA has this connection with the school, and all they cared about actually was to secure an LOA and of course get the commission from the school, right? Had you been assisted by an RCIC, malamang hindi nangyari yun. Because in choosing the appropriate course, i-guide ka rin ng RCIC. Ano ba ang educational attainment mo, and what course are you comfortable to pursue in Canada? We do that, right, Rovic?
Yes, tama.
Yes. So you see, what happened to the client? Sent back to the Philippines.
Wow.
And these are actual cases. And the third one, Rovic, is actually in this forum, where somebody asked, okay, and is it okay if I read the question here, Rovic?
Of course.
Yeah, somebody asked this question. I took a screenshot actually. Hello po, pwede po pang send dito sa comment section yung link na pwede sa akin para makuha ko ang husband ko from the Philippines. PR po ako sa Canada, and yung husband ko, taga-Philippines, at umuwi ako at kinasal kami noong January of 2024. Somebody answered, I don't know who is this person. You may not sponsor a foreign national referred to as a spouse, common law partner, or a conjugal partner until you have been a permanent resident for 5 years in Canada. Rovic, whoever this person, I hope she did her due diligence of doing further research. Otherwise, she will be waiting for the next 5 years to get her husband here in Canada. Had she asked an RCIC, she might be in the process now of actually working on her sponsorship to get her husband in Canada.
Alright, so bibigyan ko lang ng detalye yung mga kababayan natin. So merong isang parang Facebook page na nagtatanong yung mga Pilipina na nandito or nasa Canada, yeah. And then may mga sumasagot, di ba?
Yeah.
At yung mga sumasagot, yan na nga, ang isang sagot na wala namang sabihin na natin na napakalayo or wala doon sa tamang kasagutan. Di ba?
Yeah, so it can that just really demonstrate to us how your life can get messed up because you did not partner with the appropriate with a licensed immigration consultant, if I may just use the term. See? So with that, with our claim that we have the proper education, we are rather updated with the immigration policies, we have the experience, we now move to number 2.
All right.
RCICs can increase your chance of approval.
All right, yes.
Okay, so mga kababayan, we are not equating this to a guarantee that when we do your application, guaranteed na approval. We don't do that. It's against our professional code of conduct.
True.
But what we do is we ensure that with our knowledge and our expertise, with our experience, we make sure that your application, when we submit them, kompleto siya, it's accurate, it meets all the requirements, na-attach natin ang dapat natin i-attach, and more importantly, or equally rather, it's filed in a timely manner. So with this, walang problema, hindi ka ma-question yung mga common mistakes rather na kinukumit natin when filling up forms, that is avoided with our guidance as your partner.
Yes. Alam mo, if I may add, alam mo, bilang isang RCIC, beyond their application, may nakikita na natin yung mga posibleng senaryo. Di ba? Unlike yung mga, kasi maraming nangyayari din dito na kapag sila nakipag-deal lang sa mga ahente, lalo na sa mga estudyante, ay kahit na walang post-graduation work permit yung kanilang mga mai-push lang nila yung school na kung saan sila accredited or sabihin na nating agent. Mai-push lang nila kahit na walang pathway to PR, ganyan, na gusto nung iba na magkaroon sila opportunity, hindi yun ang nangyayari. Di ba? When you deal with non-RCICs, yes.
And it's really sad, Rovic. It's sad.
Yeah.
Because alam naman natin na ang mga kababayan natin, lahat tayo, when we aim to come to Canada, our ultimate goal actually is maging PR tayo, maging citizen tayo ng Canada. Only to realize na pagdating pala natin sa Canada, naku, wala pala akong pathway moving forward.
True.
Yeah.
Marami pong mga ganyan natin mga kababayan lumalapit sa atin, no?
Yeah, I can imagine, Rovic.
Alright, so papasok na tayo ba sa pangatlong benefit?
Yes,
Or,
we are now. So our third benefit is RCICs. With our assistance, you have that peace of mind as an applicant coming to Canada, or even those who are in Canada, like I said a while back, who are moving forward to become PRs or citizens here. And when you are assisted by an RCIC, you can rest assured that you are in good hands, that you are getting the appropriate advice, and somebody's keeping track of your application, so you don't have actually to worry so much about it. And you can sleep and say, okay, my consultant will update me kung anong update sa aking application. He will tell me if I need something to submit or whatever, because that's our job. Our job as RCICs doesn't only end sa consultation or pagpa-file ng application. After na na-file natin yung application, we have our portal where we receive updates from the IRCC, and we relate this in a timely fashion to our clients. So kung ikaw ang mismo ang gumawa ng application mo, you'd just be on the watch na ano kaya ang meron kaya akong email from IRCC, ano kayang update. But with us working behind you, then you can rest assured that, hey, we are getting all the communications.
Yeah. If I may add also, siguro isa lang kausap nila, yung RCIC.
That is true. That is true. Yes.
So talagang may peace of mind. Okay, maliwanag. Okay, papasok na ba tayo sa fourth benefit of partnering with an RCIC in your Canada immigration applications?
Okay, so our fourth benefit would be is that RCICs render personalized strategy. Okay, so each case has its own peculiarity. There is no cookie cutter na pwedeng na mag-apply sa pare-parehong aplikante. Each case has to be evaluated and assessed in its own merit. So we try to put a strategy, or we try to assess the individual situation and help the client choose the right immigration program based on their eligibilities, on their needs, on their interests.
Alam mo, naalala ko tuloy, sa law, sa well, in any law schools naman siguro, there are no similar case alike.
Yes.
Diba? Kahit na maliit, merong circumstance. Yun lang people involved iba di ba?
Kaya nga, so if we may really emphasize on that, Rovic, kasi if you go to the social media, may mga nagpo-post na ganito ang ginawa ko. May magko-question and somebody answers, ganito ang ginawa ko. Well, they are not saying everything there. But pareho ba ang sitwasyon niya sa sitwasyon mo?
True.
Right?
True.
So, yeah, because marami sa ating mga kababayan nagre-realize sa social media what they see in social media. But one thing that we should all remember about getting information from the social media is nobody is ever monitoring what is posted in social media. Tama ba o mali? Take note also that when somebody posts something on social media, it's not necessarily that it's accurate, but they just put it there anyway for the click and monetize, right? Yung mga viewership nila. So I think those are important things to remember when we go to social media and get some information there to guide us in our information needs.
Tama.
Yeah.
Dahil minsan ang tanong nila tungkol sa anak, hindi nila sinabi naman na yung meron silang ibang anak na beyond the cut-off age, ganyan. So, tapos merong sasagot na based naman sa experience niya, ang kanyang situation, lahat ng anak niya, below the cut-off age, mga ganyan ba? So, tama ka, pwedeng makapagsagot ng sobrang misleading. All right.
A lot misleading actually.
True. Okay, all right. So, papasok na ba tayo sa panglimang benefit?
Okay, so panglimang benefit, Rovic, would be is that RCICs can help save time and money. In what manner? Well, we claim to know what we are doing. We know the process. So we try to avoid yung mistakes that will cause the delay. And when you say delay, it might even mean that you need to refile the application. Of course, you need to pay again the application fee. And of course, you'll be back to the queue, right? Delay. So yung ambition mong pumunta ng Canada medyo naaantala dahil sa kamali ng pagpa-file. So your time is now, imbes na maghintay ka na lang sana ng 1 year, maybe 2 years na because you go back at the end of the queue by starting all over again.
Oo.
Tama.
Yung mga causes of delay minsan yung kunwari yung NBI clearance nila.
Mhm.
Oo. Alam naman natin na kapag ang nakalagay, say for example, no criminal record or no record on file, ganyan, iba't iba meanings nun eh. So yung iba kailangan pang kumuha ng letter of explanation. Kaya
Yes.
kapag hindi ka agad nabigyan ng advice yun, iintayin nyo pa na, na sumagot yung IRCC.
Yes,
In
yes.
the middle of your processing time, nagkakaroon nga ng delay.
Totoo yun, Rovic. And you see, we will always go back to yung experience again. Because while, ito nga, we acknowledge the fact that IRCC mismo, ang sabi doon sa website nila, you don't have to engage the services of a consultant. Di ba, Rovic?
Yeah.
But does it say, like in that instance that you have just cited, did it also say there that, hey, take note, ito ang mga acceptable na dokumento, or this is what this notation means on your police, blah, 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 so you need to secure an explanation? It doesn't.
Yeah.
But with our experience as RCICs, we know that hindi kasya yan na NBI clearance. You need an explanation. You know, we're just to zero in on really, okay, you need really somebody experience on this matter. Anyway.
True. Okay, all right. So maliwanag na maliwanag. Ang maraming benefits of partnering with an RCIC. Pang ilan na tayo?
We are now on number 6, Rovic.
All right, 6 out of 9. Okay.
Yes, and that way our RCICs, or we RCICs, can help reduce your stress level. How? Well, especially those who are in the Philippines, alam natin, Rovic, that we can get text messages at 2 o'clock in the morning because they have immediate concern. Magpapa-appoint na lang with BFS Global, ite-text ka talaga, ito lang bang dadalhin ko? You know, the worry, the anxiety.
Yes.
But so if they don't have anybody to text, sino ang mag-a-assure sa kanila na, hey, you just bring with you your passport and that letter saying that you should submit that passport to BFS Global. So malaking bagay. Like, instead of you worrying about what's going on with your application, really, tama na sana yung nag-prepare ka yung mga kung anong yung pera na dadalhin mo sa Canada. And when you are working, of course, you make all those necessary arrangement, whatever your family needs to do. Instead na magfo-focus ka doon, yung mind will always be on your application na ano kaya ma-approve kaya kami, what's going on. So kahit pa paano, with our constant communication, we are sure that, hey, we are on track. Right?
Well said. Iba talaga pag meron kayong partner na RCIC. Isa lang.
Yeah.
Tatanungan nyo, hindi na yung kada concern mo magbubukas ka na Facebook, pupunta ka sa
Yes.
maghahanap ka.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, so we are now on number 7, Rovic.
Number 7.
Yes. There's 2 more to go.
Yeah.
So anyway, we RCICs assist with the tons of paperwork that it's necessary to be accomplished in filing your application. Kami na po ang gumagawa niyan, and we put it on the portal, so you don't really have to worry about it. Paperwork can be daunting, especially for people who are not like hindi gaanong tech savvy na sinasabi natin. It's gonna be hindi lang lots of work, but it will cause so much anxiety. And instead of you concentrating on your work or what you need to do, you're spending so much time here. And in the end, nandito naman kami na who can help you out. So,
maliban dun sa tama ka, maliban dun sa requirements, alam mo yun lang pag binuksan mo yung portal yung paano mo i-upload yung mga documents mo.
yes.
'Di ba? Hindi ganun ka dali-dali yan stressful yan tama ka.
Exactly. And take note again that anybody who has done immigration, you will realize that there are confusing terminologies there na kung it's your first time to do, ano bang ibig sabihin nito? Right? So, but for us who have been doing it, we know that, okay, yan ang klase, yan, that is what it means here. And here is the guideline, this is where to go to. We know those things.
Tama. Well explained. Okay. Pasok na ba tayo sa number 8?
Number 8, okay. So communication barrier, RCICs assist in communication or language barrier. And like we may not appreciate this so much kasi tayo naman Filipino, we can understand and we speak English, right?
Yeah.
But I think this finds more importance for people who are going or whose relatives or who are going or aiming to go to Quebec.
Yes.
Because when you file your application in Quebec, parts of the forms are in French. So you need really to, yeah. And RCICs, those who are practicing in Quebec, of course, they also have knowledge on French, right? So they are able to assist you. I just got actually an inquiry the other day, and he's inquiring about an open work permit, how to join his spouse in Quebec. And of course, you have to be licensed in Quebec to do immigration there, Rovic, right?
True.
So in those cases, RCICs can assist as well in the translation of your documents. And at the same time, they communicate with officials in Quebec because they know the language of, or the French language rather. So the,
Liwanag na maliwanag. At saka iba rin, syempre, maraming RCICs dito sa Canada, mga kababayan. Iba't ibang lahi rin, di ba?
yes,
So, maganda rin na Pilipino rin yung RCIC mo para talagang tinginan pa lang. Nagkakaintindihan na kayo.
that is true.
Di
Yeah.
ba? Minsan kasi parang counselors tayo eh. Minsan may
Yes.
mga problema sila na hindi nila masabi, nahihiya silang sabihin. Kasi dito kasi sa mga application, di ba, declare all. Declare yung background, declare yung criminality, declare ang health, declare ang kung saan ka nakatira for the 10 years. Ganyan-ganyan eh. So you have to say a lot of things sometimes, and kung Pilipino at na RCIC rin ang kausap mo, medyo yung communication barrier nga somehow ay talagang nagiging maganda, di ba?
That's great.
Nagiging nawawala yung communication, ano talaga, yung barrier.
Yes, Rovic.
Lalo na kung kaprobinsya.
Of course. Yeah. Yeah.
Nagkakaintindihan kayo at saka minsan may mga nangyayari sa probinsya nyo na nagkakaintindihan kayo eh, di ba? Baka walang address, walang number yung bahay,
That is true. That's true, Rovic. Yes, yes, yes.
Di ba?
Yeah. Yeah. So when you're filling up again an application for the first time, that you will be worrying that, paano nga ba ito? For us who have been doing it, we would know that, okay, this is where I should put this one. Hindi kailangan lagyan ng probinsya or district. Those are the words that you encounter in the application. So which one should I put my province now? Should it be here or here? Lots of things going on, really.
True. Yeah. All right. Okay. So, pasok na tayo sa last benefit.
Yes.
Last but not the least, benefit of partnering with an RCIC.
Yes. So we RCICs can contact Canadian immigration authorities and Canadian employers on your behalf.
Tama.
We do that, and we know whom to contact, which is the appropriate agency or the Canadian authority, kung saan kami dapat tatawag, because that is what we do every day. Or not necessarily every day, but that's part of our job. We know whom to contact. So, and those who have tried, they can maybe attest that it's not a joke calling these government agencies, because sometimes you could be put on queue for a long time. And God knows kung kailan magiging available yung agent to answer even your inquiries, discouraging phone calls, very exhausting waiting time. We do that for you. So you are spared of the headache, and you can do other things. Prepare yourself coming to Canada while we do all the hard works for you. So with this, Rovic, I have a question sa ating mga kababayan. Is it really expensive to hire or engage the services of an RCIC? With these benefits, with this entire gamut of our job, the things that we do for our client, is it really expensive to hire I would say no, Rovic. Because this is how much we do for our clients. Sometimes we talk to client and they would say, ang mahal naman. Okay, okay, go do it yourself. Apply for LMIA. Go ahead and post, do the posting. Create your job bank account and do the publication. Then hire and file. This is the process that involves to get your son here, or to let her to be able for him to be able to apply for a work permit here. Go ahead and do it yourself.
Alam mo mga kababayan, ano naman marami namang pwede naman makipag-transact ang mga applicants sa RCIC. Meron namang mga mode of payments 'yan, 'di ba?
Yes. Yes.
Hindi naman
We don't collect naman our fees right there and then. We have our milestones, right?
Yes,
So anyway, those are my thinking about this, Rovic, and maraming salamat for giving me this opportunity to share our thoughts, our ideas sa mga kababayan natin. We do hope that with this interaction that we had today, that some of our kababayan will learn something from it that they can use with respect to their immigration issues.
Tsaka mga kababayan, ang mga RCIC natin ay mga Pilipino na may puso 'yan, ano? Alam niyo, meron din kaming mga grupo ng mga Filipino-Canadian immigration consultants. At doon makikita mo na nagpapalitan ng mga updates, nagpapalitan ng mga inquiries, ganyan. Nagse-share din sila ng mga new knowledge kasi sabi nga ni Attorney Yolanda, bawat isang aplikante ay mayroong mga kakaiba, peculiar na katangian. So minsan nagse-share kami. So natututo. Oo. Alright, nagsasanggunian din kami. Oo. At saka
Yes.
makikita mo, no, the way the Filipino-Canadian immigration consultants would answer. Merong kaakibat na public service. Merong kaakibat na tender loving care sa inyong application. Bakit? Kasi fellow Filipinos kayo and we would love to see our fellow Filipinos come to Canada. Tama?
Diba? Yes, Rovic.
Yoli, saan kanila pwede makontak kung sakasakaling gusto kanilang kontakin, lalo na yung mga kababayan natin na taga Baguio, taga Cordillera, gusto kanilang
Okay. So we are actually based here in Calgary, and we operate under Imilanch, Canadian Immigration Incorporated, and we are based here. We have office here in the northeast of Calgary.
Alright, oo. Kung pagdating naman sa specialization, kasi maraming pathway papunta ng Canada, ano ang masasabi mo na nagpa-process ka para sa kanilang applications?
Well, of course, apart from students, we're quite comfortable doing study permit applications, sponsorship. For those who are already here, who wants to get their family from the Philippines, we help a lot. And yes, we do some LMI applications as well. Work permit, literally everything except refugee.
Refugee, hindi pa tayo.
Yes, yeah.
Okay, alright. So, mga kababayan, mga kabalen, mga taga Baguio, walang iba kundi ang inyong kontakin si Yolanda Balauag. Alright.
Thank you so much, Rovic.
Okay, so that's a wrap. Thank you for watching ABC, All About Canada. Thank you, Yolanda, and I hope to see you again. Yes.
Thank you, Rovic. Thank you.
This is the public service program that inspires, educates, and informs our fellow Filipinos of important concerns in the Philippine-Canadian community. My name is Rovic Canono. I'm your host. I will see you again. Maraming pong salamat.